Longines Irish Champions Weekend is now in its third year, and once again the very best in flat racing will be on offer on Saturday, September the 10th in Leopardstown and Sunday, September the 11th at the Curragh. The weekend will feature 10 group races, including 5 Group 1s.
In year 3, I think the biggest thing now is that no matter where you go now, everyone knows about it. So when you go overseas and you talk to trainers, they're familiar with the event, they're familiar with the races, and they're familiar with what it takes to win one of those races. So that probably is the biggest thing. I think you're going to see more international runners this year than you did last year or than you did the year before. The QIPCO Irish Champions Stakes is now the 4th highest rated race in the world. Everyone knows that, you know, and the prize money has gone up. The Irish Champions Stakes here is a $1.25 race. Prize money for all the races has increased, you know, steadily over the period, and we've aspirations to bring that to a higher level.
Their philosophy, QIPCO's philosophy in sponsoring racing, is to promote the best of the best. They want to be associated with the best racing in Europe, and they want to be able to be a part of those events. So being a part of Irish Champions Weekend made complete sense.
It's the integrity of your product, what you've got in terms of the travelling owners, the travelling horses. People come to see the best horses run, and when we can pool all them together, 16 races, 10 of those group races and 5 of them Group 1s, that's a very special day out, and I think that's what attracts the real race goers. But it's also to try and use that to go wider and not only to stay in Ireland, but obviously sell that message as globally as possible. And you know, we know other countries are doing similar events, and there's a chance to connect with the Champions Series in Britain and also in France, and to make that connection, I suppose, at a more global level, to really try and present what's the best of Irish horse racing.
It puts Ireland kind of right in the world stage, because the good horses all over the world kind of are they're after getting into their own brackets, and the races that are on suit all the horses, the milers, the stayers, the mile and a quarter horses, listen, it's gone very prestigious. So and the eyes of the world are on the weekend, that weekend.
It'd be nice just for everybody to come there, and so that we can showcase it. Like as you said, I'm a fan of hurling and rugby and football, and when you go to those games and you see the crowd getting behind the players, we'd very much like horse racing to get into that kind of thing as well. And Johnny Murchell, when he was riding, he used feed off things like that, and it's nice, as I said, just to be able to show people what we can do.
I suppose the involvement of Longines and getting the press involved to the extent that they did get them involved really kind of set it alight, and then of course we have the top horses to back it up.
Rugby star Ronan OGara and his wife Jessica, now of course based in France, are this year's Irish Champions Weekend style and sport ambassadors.
It's a fascinating game, and they're just such beautiful animals, and I think when you play sport at a high level too, you appreciate what's involved, so you can understand the mindset of the operation of the trainers, and you can appreciate what they're going through. It's about peaking for the big day. It's no different to any other team sport, even though horse racing is obviously an individual sport, but I think it's something that fascinates me, just I suppose the tactical side of the game, the mental side of the game, and for me I think it's just about sharing ideas and asking these trainers what they're doing and why they do that, and it just becomes, if you're passionate about it, you enjoy talking about it, I suppose.
Fashion enthusiasts will have the chance to showcase their style credentials over Irish Champions Weekend in the hope of winning some of the €25,000 in prizes on offer, including the overall Longines prize for elegance.
We're delighted to be the fashion partner for third year running for the Longines Irish Champions Weekend. It's 2 great venues, Leopardstown and the Curragh, and the excitement from year 1 really grew second year round, and already the anticipation among the female partners or individual groups of friends who are very excited by Longines obviously being the principal partner. I think it adds a great splash of colour to a great day's racing. You're seeing the best of Irish horses, and I think it gives the females and the males, now that we've got Louis Copeland partnering on the Best Dressed Man, I think it adds to great extra ingredient to what's a really wonderful weekend of fantastic Irish racing.
We'd like to start people to get planning now, and the places to look: the Longines Irish Champions Weekend, Twitter account, Facebook and website, the racecourse websites as well, the Curragh website and the Leopardstown websites. All the information is there, so we'd love people to get in and have a look and see what's on offer, both in terms of the social side, the hospitality and obviously the admission.